Hi everyone, Jessica here from Paper Ink Stamp and welcome back to another video. So the first part of today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a recent Tonic Studios haul. So obviously with Black Friday having just happened, I popped onto their website and just purchased a few bits and pieces. So I'm really excited these turned up today. So I really wanted to just show you what I picked up, and then we are going to create a card using a few of the bits that came in today's haul. So let's get started. So the first thing I purchased was the Craft Perfect watercolor card. So this is A2 size. There's 15 sheets in here. So I think this was like £2 something. So the reason that I've purchased this is because from the Craft Stash website I have ordered some of the Nuvo shimmer powder. So I'm really excited for that to turn up and really have a go at that. So I wanted to get some good watercolour paper to be able to use those products. So I did purchase just a small pad of that. The next thing that I purchased is the Nuvo Media Spatula. So this is 2 silicone knives in here. So this is because I wanted to try some of their glimmer paste. So I really love stencils, and I think stencils are a little bit underused really, even in my own crafting. So I did want to pick up these. At one point I was using just a regular like cake spatula, but it's so big that I just found that I never really used it. So I wanted to purchase obviously something that's more designed for card making and crafting and things like that. So I did pick up these. So these have got 2 silicone ends on it, so you've got 2 different kinds of heads. So we are going to give that a go in today's video. So the next thing I picked up was this Tonic Studios stencil. So this is called Full Bloom Stencil. So let's just take this out. So I haven't used a Tonic Studio stencil before, but good quality like you'd expect it to be, and a really beautiful sort of mosaic flower design in there. So I'm really excited to use that as well. The last few pieces that I picked up were these stencils. So we've got 6 stencils here. So the first one we've got is this Botanical background stamp. So this is a little smaller. So this is roughly about 4" by about 5.5", but still a really great size. I think these are going to be perfect for using those shimmer powders. I've seen that people do the heat emboss resist technique, which I'm really interested in trying. So we can heat emboss this in some white, and then we could even just ink blend over it. You can use alcohol markers to colour it in, and it's going to make a really beautiful background. So that's that one. Then the next one I got, this is a 6x8 stamp set. This is called Flora background, and I really love this. I love the size of it. I'm really interested in purchasing bigger stamp sets rather than always just little ones, because yours are a little bit more restricted with the size cards that you can make. But I think this is really beautiful. You've got the flowers and the leaves in there, so you can do again that same heat emboss resist technique, which I think would be perfect. But again, that would be so beautiful colouring that in with alcohol markers as well. So that is the background stamp. And then the other 4 sets that I picked up, I was really excited by these 3 here, because these were actually 50% off, so they were actually only £9. And I think this comes from a full range, but we've got Celebrate Life, Celebrate Success and Celebrate Friendship, and then we've also got the Celebrate Sentiments. So all 4 of these stamp sets are a 6x8" stamp set, so again a really big set. And you've got the 4 characters, so each of these sets come with 4 characters, and of course then you've got lots of accessories and little bits and pieces to create really fabulous cards. So what I do really love is they come with little outfits that you can pop on. So you've got a bear, a rabbit, a dog and a cat in this one. Balloons, you've got the cake and the presents. This one again, you've got an owl, a raccoon, maybe a deer or a reindeer, and then a fox. And again, so you've got lots of things in here, lots of accessories, again little outfits, and this could be then more tailored towards sort of school cards, thank you cards. So I think that's going to be really perfect. And the last set then we've got Celebrate Friendship. So we've got some like barnyard animals here. So you've got a cow, you've got a sheep, a pig and a chicken. And again, so you've got like a little fence, you've got this really big pumpkin, and again then little outfits with the little socks and hats and things. So I think a really great set that you can mix and match. So I could, you know, create a card using all of these little critters on here, and you've got all the outfits that you can mix and match. I'm going to assume they're all the same size, so I'm really happy that I picked these up. And then of course then these sentiments. So I wasn't necessarily going to go for the sentiments pack, but I did decide to, only obviously because they have got sentiments in here which do then match the animals. So you've got holy cow, you've got sorry you are not feline well, so some bunny special, send in hogs and kisses. So really great. But you've also got things like for the best teacher ever. So again, you could use that with this set here and make some sort of thank you teacher cards, graduation, back to school cards there. I heard you were leaving, you are pawsome, another birthday, and you've got a few different fonts in there, and you've got then the speech bubble, and you've got 2 banners as well, which I think is perfect. So now let's make just a really quick and simple card using some of these products. So I definitely wanted to use this stencil. So this is going to be perfect for loads of different techniques and of course ink blending, but I really wanted to have a go with the spatulas as well. So I have just something I purchased such a long time ago. This is a iZinc 3D texture paste. So I never really used this. More so I never really used it because I had that big spatula, that big cake making spatula. So I could never really get it on properly. It just kind of frustrated me, so I've just never ever used it. And I know this is white on white. Of course, you could do this on coloured cardstock, and that would show the design a lot more. But I really do love the idea of having a patterned background, but having it be really subtle, having a white on white, and then having something sort of more to focus on in the foreground. That's kind of the card design that I'm going with today. So I'm just using one of these spatulas, and you can see I'm just really liberally putting this texture paste over the stencil, and then I just go back afterwards and really scrape off all of the excess. And I have to say I did really enjoy this, and I think these spatulas really are going to make a difference. Like I said, I've ordered a couple of different Nuvo products as well, so I'm really excited for those to turn up and have a go sort of creating some different kind of texture backgrounds. But you can kind of just see this. I think it's a really beautiful pattern, and like I said, that tone on tone white I think just works perfectly. So I'm really happy with this stencil, and again then with those spatulas as well. Next, I'm going to stamp a couple of images from one of these stamp sets. So we're going to stamp the critter, but I really want to have an outfit on our critter. And then rather than stamping 2 separate images and then sort of sticking one over the top of the other, I'm going to create a mask, and then we're going to create then just one single stamped image. So I'm just using some regular post-it notes. I'm stamping the image that I want to create a mask for along the top where the sticky bit is. And then I'm going to cut these out right up against the outside edge, and then that is going to create the mask. And I can then keep these with the stamp set, so when I come to stamp them again, I've already got my masks there. So what I'm going to do to stamp my images, so I'm stamping the image that I want in the foreground first. So in this case, it's going to be the outfit. And then I can use my mask, stamp then my critter, and it's going to look like it's wearing this outfit. So originally I wanted to do the bunny rabbit, but I hadn't left enough space on my cardstock from where I'd stamped the dress. So I'm going to use the bear, and I'm just going to line up the dress. I do get it just slightly off, but I was really happy with the way it kind of looked. So you can see that I popped my mask down, and then I did stamp my bear, and I just think it looks really cute in this outfit. So I also created a mask for that present, and I'm going to stamp then this cake behind it, and it's going to look like the present is in the foreground. So this is a really great way creating masks and then creating larger images, larger scenes by combining stamps together. So then all I'm going to do is colour in these images using my alcohol markers. So I am using those 3 Copic sketch markers that I purchased in the orange shades. I use that for the dress. I really want to start using those just a little bit more to practice with them more. And then the rest I'm just going to use my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers to colour these images in. And I really love how they come out. I do really love these sort of cute images. I do struggle to kind of find sets that I do really love, but that's why I purchased all 3 of these sets, especially because they were half price as well. I just really love how you can sort of mix and match all of these together, and you'll be able to use them for so many different kinds of cards and projects. So you can see I'm just using a different combination of colours here, so I'm not too worried how well they kind of go. If I was making a proper card that I was going to send out to somebody, then I would kind of think a little bit more about the colour scheme that I was going to follow, but to be honest, I just kind of picked up colours because really I just wanted to see what the quality of the stamps was going to be like. So like I said earlier, then the stamp sets themselves are 6x8". So I think these are really great size. I think they're a little bit bigger than obviously stamps that I've got in the past, but it means then I can create sort of really big scenes, maybe for a slimline card. I can use most of the critters, some of the accessories, and it just means I can do sort of more fuller card designs. But like I said, really quick and simple. I couldn't see any coordinating dies to go with these sets, which is a little bit of a shame. I would have liked to have purchased the coordinating dies, but I did just go ahead and literally fussy cut them. Nothing out of the ordinary, just really, really basic little white border around the images. So you can see the images along the top right hand side, and I did then stamp and colour in then just that extra little bird as well. So once my background had dried nicely, I just trimmed that down. So you could matte and layer this, of course, then that would just help highlight that background a little bit more, but like I said, just making a really basic card here. So I just used some double-sided tape to pop down that cake in the background, and then just using some foam pads just to give the critters a little bit of dimension. So I was going to put the bird, because obviously it's looking to the right, obviously that was going to go on the left-hand side looking into it, but for whatever reason I popped the bear on that side, so now it looks like that's my bird is kind of angry and is walking off my card. But because I'd already put the double-sided tape on there, I didn't want to peel it off and kind of wreck that background. And then from that sentiment pack, I just took one of the sentiments. So this just says another birthday ? And then I stamped this onto some black cardstock and heat embossed it with some white embossing powder. And then I'm just going to pop this on a foam tape again, just to give it a little bit of dimension. But I really loved these products. Again, that stencil I think is really beautiful. I'm really excited to get some of the Nuvo products to use with the stencils and those spatulas. And I do think that these stamp sets are really great as well. So I will try to put some links in the description box down below for you guys. If you did like this, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so you don't miss out on any future videos. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching and happy crafting.